What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Carnage JK here, back with another video for you guys today. Today I am finally happy to be able to bring you guys my official 2018 gaming setup just in time for Black Ops 4. I kind of had to rush and get this done as soon as possible because I didn't want to wait. And I know you guys wanted to see it. Everybody was bugging me in the live stream comments and everything. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to show you guys my setup. I'm going to link everything that I have purchased as far as I can remember. I'll try to leave it in the links in the description so you guys can see it. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. As I'm doing this video, Black Ops 4 literally comes out tomorrow. So I'm more than hyped to get this out as soon as possible for you guys. And also, we'll be having a live stream as well for midnight release. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the setup. So we'll start off with the monitors. As you guys can see, the monitor to the left, this isn't anything special. This is just a simple monitor that I had a few years ago. And I was actually going to throw it out, but, you know, why throw out something that doesn't, you know, that still works? So as far as I know, this is a 60 hertz monitor, supports full 1080p, does not support 4K. The monitor in the middle, this is the fastest monitor that I currently have, and this is the one that I game on when I'm playing on PC. This supports 4K, has roughly a 1 millisecond response time, Asus monitor. One of the best monitors out there for the decent price that I paid for it. Obviously, you can get stuff like F.A.Q and whatnot, but I don't really feel a need for a F.A.Q, so this one kind of suits my needs as well. It also has a full-blown Logitech, I believe that's a C720 webcam. I can't remember the exact number. I think it was C720 or 520, something along those lines. But it suits my needs. I'll probably upgrade it a few months down the road. We'll see how BO4 turns out and everything. The monitor to the right, this is an actual older monitor that I have. It does support full 1080p, but does not support 4K or anything fancy like that. So regardless, you know, I kind of use this monitor just to keep an eye on chat or OBS or anything along those lines. So when I'm streaming, I game on this monitor. I use this monitor to monitor, to keep an eye on the strength of the stream and chat, read stuff like that. And then this monitor is to keep an eye on any other issues like drop frames or anything like that. So I may move the Elgato to this screen or just keep it on this screen and then move it to the other screen. But also I have both the PS4 and my PC. So right now I have 3 monitors running for my one PC. But as you guys can see, I could easily switch this over and go straight to my PS4. So whenever I'm playing World War II or COD or any other console game, that's where this monitor comes in, and all I got to do is switch it over. And then all I use is just these 2 monitors. Now, for the PC that you guys are looking at down here, this is a full custom build computer that I've managed to build. Now, this actually started off as an older PC a long time ago. I actually... this was in a completely different case with completely different equipment. After all the upgrades, I'd say it's worth somewhere around maybe $2,000 to $3,000. But as you guys can see, it's running a full-blown 8700 i7 8770K processor, factory clocked at about 3.6 gigahertz, a 12-core processor. Comes with a 1068 gigabytes, I believe, or it's either 6 or 8. I can't remember the exact one. I have to look at the product box to remember exactly what it is. But that is a graphics card. Now, there is aura sync on this thing, so I could sync the LEDs on this PC, but I'm kind of lazy to do that. Also, I have the H100IV2 liquid cooling system, as well as a full 2 8GB module, 2666 megahertz speed RAM, so total of 16 gigabytes. Also, I have a total of about 4 different hard drives within the system, both the SSD as well as 4 different 4 terabyte hard drives, so it gives me plenty of space to store whatever different types of devices or, you know, videos that I need. Also, I have some of my chargers up there, so it has an extra fan on the top as well. I just kind of put it there for looks. Nothing too fancy there, so it has 2 fans total. The motherboard, I believe, was a... shoot, I can't actually remember the name. I think it was a Maximus. It was like an Asus Maximus, or actually no, it was an Asus ROG board. I can't remember the exact name. Like I said, I'll leave a link to it somewhere in the description so you guys can check it out. My cable management skills aren't necessarily the best, but you know, I try to do as much as I can in regards to making it look somewhat pretty. It's kind of hard to see because of how dark it is right now, but for the most part, everything seemed to be working out well from when I was doing it. I managed to hide most of the cables. I could have hired a professional to do this for me, but I'm also just insanely lazy, and you know, I didn't really feel the need for it. So regardless, I still enjoyed the way the PC turned out, and you know, probably going to make some more upgrades along the way. Might add a 2080 graphics card as far as I know, because I know that's going to be coming out pretty soon. And yeah, as far as I know, if there's any other things that I may have missed, it does run on a 700 power supply, so nothing too fancy there. I'm trying to think what else I may have missed, but as far as I know, the keyboard that we have here, this is a Thermaltake gaming keyboard. Nothing too fancy here with the keyboard. It was roughly like a $40 keyboard that I bought. I'm not really too into spending insane amounts of money on keyboards, in my opinion. I'm just the type of person where if it works, just buy it. And this keyboard has worked perfectly fine for me, especially for gaming. I do play PC games on occasionally, and as far as I know, you know, this one works perfectly fine. Don't mind the white powder on the freaking desk. That was actually supposed to be a stress ball that actually spilled on my desk. So don't get any ideas thinking that's something else. I know what you're thinking. The mouse is a Logitech G403 mouse. This is a mouse that my friend recommended to me. Very nice, very smooth type of mouse. Works great for shooter games. It also comes with a built-in weight on the bottom of it, so I can take this out if I want to make this mouse a little lighter. I might buy another one. I was actually going to buy a Razer mouse because everybody's telling me, you know, Razer is the best ones on the market. But I'm not too big on Razer with how overpriced their devices are. As you guys can see, I got the Carnage Coaster here. Limited edition. As far as I know, you can't get these on sale anymore. So you're out of luck if you wanted to buy one. But hopefully they release them again soon. This is a portable hard drive that I have. This is a 2 terabyte portable hard drive that I have where I can store anything that I need to. So like, for example, when I went out to Anaheim, I had some data stored on there so that I could upload videos while I was gone. I used it also when I was in Canada. I just store videos on there, and I make the videos in advance because I don't like schedule uploader. I just buy one of those things. They're really useful. They're really cheap. You can get them anywhere. I bought mine off Amazon for a fairly decent price. You can get them for like 50 or 60, so very affordable, very great. Make sure you guys go ahead and pick some of those up if you need the extra storage. I do have 2 extra cell phones. One's a company phone, one is sort of like a backup phone. Don't ask why. Company phone is required, so I'm required to have that one. Don't mind it being a flip phone. I know it's really old. As you guys can see, we'll move over to the left here for the gaming setup stuff. This is an Astro A40 headsets. These were technically used when I bought them, but I got them the guy that I purchased them from on eBay, he said he literally opened them up and then put it back in the box. Like, he didn't even plug it in or use it. Or he did test it to make sure that it works before he sold it, but I got these for a really decent price. I think it was roughly like $120 that I purchased them for. And they were literally just straight out of the box, and he tested them. These are all of my controllers. This is a standard controller. This was a Christmas gift from my sister. Just a standard old gold controller that she bought. This is another standard controller. This is the one that came with the PS4. So nothing fancy there. The only thing that it has on it is it does have the Collective Mind Strike Pack. I will leave a link to this in the description for purchase. This is sort of a backup SCUF controller in the event that something crazy happens with my SCUF controllers and I don't have the money to ship it out and get it repaired, or I don't have the money to get a new one. But in the event that my SCUF does break, which has happened before, and I had to get a replacement, which was under warranty, this comes in handy. It does have paddles on it, so basically the paddles, as you guys can see, they're sort of, I'll try to zoom in a bit, they're like right there where you can just, you know, hit the paddles on the side. And now bear in mind, I do not condone the usage of mods. This thing does have mods on it, like rapid fire, I think a quickscope mod, which is actually just stupid in my opinion. So I do not recommend using any of those. I use these strictly for the paddles. Because of how inexpensive this device is, I strongly recommend it just for the sake of the paddles. I only spent like $35 on it, so really great attachment. This is one of my older SCUF controllers. Now this one I actually have to send in for repairs. This is just a standard 2-paddle SCUF controller. It's one of my very first PS4 SCUF controllers, and the reason why I say it works, but it's also kind of broken. What I mean by that is that the controller itself still works, but the charging port is blown on it. So what that means is that I can't charge the controller anymore because the circuit board for the battery is actually fried, so I have to get a new one. So hopefully we can get that done soon. But these are my other 2 SCUF controllers. This one I purchased last year. This is a SCUF Impact with 4 paddles. It works perfectly fine. You know, not broken or anything. So in the BO4 we'll probably run one of these controllers. I did customize this with the red grip on the back of it, and it's got 4 paddles. They're all, this does not have EMR programming or anything like that, so it's just the standard paddles. This next one that I bought, this one's more recent. I got this back in I believe shortly after I got back from Anaheim, where Swag actually showed the SCUF controller. I purchased it right when I got back home and managed to get this little bad boy. This is the SCUF Impact again. This is Swag designed. One of the best looking controllers on the market right now for those that don't have one. This is the one I've been using pretty much since I first got it. 4 paddles, does come with electromagnetic remapping, so I can change these paddles to anything that I want, whenever I want, which is really nice. The whole thing costed me about 212 bucks with the discount. I didn't get trigger stops on it because I don't really need trigger stop. My trigger finger's fine as it is. These do both come with control freaks on them. I purchased them separately. These are atomic control freaks. I prefer the smaller ones over the tall ones just because of how much leeway and free room it gives for hitting those tough shots. Now, as you guys can see, moving down here, that's my router. That's a full gigabyte router that comes with 5G network, meaning that if I wanted to, I can actually install a 5G network within my router, and the range will go roughly to about 1/4 of a mile. I have full-blown gigabit internet, so my speeds are about 900 to 50 to 1,000 megabits per second, both download and upload with a 1 ping. As you can see, that's my Astro headsets right there. Trying to think if there's anything I'm missing here. The TV, as you can see, this is actually a TV. I use this for Netflix, if I'm just chilling in bed. Now, bear in mind, this is both a hybrid setup for my, sleeping area and my actual setup. So, as you guys can see, Netflix, I have Hulu on there. I'm actually about to watch The Flash soon once I finish streaming. That's a standard 32-inch VCO TV. Comes with smart TV on it, so it's got all the applications I can use: YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, all that good stuff. So I can pretty much just use this whenever I need. As you guys can see over here, so many of you guys know that I do work from home. If you don't know already, or you're new to the channel, I do have, an actual job. Don't worry, I have an actual job outside of this, and I do work from home. So there are some company sensitive information on this stuff, so that's why I have this white thing here, because I can't show you guys any of that. Otherwise I'd get in a lot of trouble. So this is another second computer. This runs on an i5 processor. It's just a laptop hooked up to 2 other monitors. I actually had to buy a stand for these 2 things, so that way, because I had literally no room. Now what I do want to do is I want to get a new desk, so that way it curves around this bend over here, so that way I can have a more professional looking setup instead of just shoving 3 different desks together to make it look like a setup. So but for now, this is what I'm working with. But like I said, these are 2 1080p monitors, both at 22 inches or 24 inches, I believe. I don't remember the exact number. I do apologize, but I will leave links to these. I didn't pay for any of these monitors. These were provided to me by the company. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to give them back once I get a new job. But we'll see. Looks like it just went into standby mode there. But yeah, overall, really great setup. I do have an external keyboard attached to this because I hate using laptop keyboards. Standard mouse, nothing crazy there. So pretty much as far as I know, that's not going to change at all. But as far as I know, this is pretty much the setup. I'll give you guys a full zoom out of the whole thing. I kind of made a mistake and mounted this TV a little bit too higher than I needed to. But regardless, I'm happy that it came out the way it did. This was actually a task because the place where I live, the walls are sort of weak, I guess you could say, and that kind of causes problems when you try to mount a TV. So in case you don't know how it works, you have to mount a TV inside of the wooden studs that are inside of the wall, and if they're not strong enough, the TV will fall, and then you're going to end up with a massive hole in your wall, which is what I was trying to prevent. So thankfully that didn't happen, and we managed to mount the TV to the wall, which looks absolutely great. I do have another TV in the other room back there, which is actually a 40-inch, but I'm not sure if I want to swap that out for this one yet. We'll have to see. But regardless, last look at the setup, guys. Obviously, there's the PS4. I keep my Xbox stored in a different room, so I don't really use it that much. But regardless, hope you guys enjoyed this. This is my final setup going into Black Ops 4, which will be releasing tonight as I'm doing this video. Or not tonight, but tomorrow morning as I'm doing this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Stay tuned for when I'm streaming. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, it is your boy. Oh, and I almost forgot the Blue Yeti microphone that makes my voice sound absolutely beautiful. You guys probably love hearing my wonderful voice. Comes with a boom operator, or not a boom operator, but a pop filter on it with a nice little sock on top of it to keep it comfy. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the setup. I did my best to try and clean up some of the mess, and you know, it's where I store some of my games as well. Nothing too crazy in there. That's not all of my games, but just the most important ones that I play. But regardless, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's your boy PrimitiveAK signing out. Peace out, fellas.